Hold on, friends. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm just doing a new Discord announcement because I had to put a new YouTube thingy. Hold on, I'm still getting situated here. Hold on a second. Dude, this goes, this goes like this, like this, like this. This goes like this. Okay. Then this goes like this. And I need you guys to tell me how many likes were we at so that I can change the goal. Change the goal. TikTok was at 287.5. All right. Where are you? Fucking, I swear to God. Okay, 287. 287.5. So 1 million minus 287,500. 712,500. 712,500. All right, so I have our goal now as 712,500, which that will mean we get to 1 million, if that makes sense. Okay. Got that. Got this. Holy smokes, guys. Holy shit. I have no idea. Lily cursed alive, Lily. Lily cursed alive. That old man ghost came at us, or the little girl ghost came at us. Literally, I was in the middle of talking, and then all of a sudden, the TikTok thing went like, do, 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 do. And I was like, what is that? And it said it was like, the chat was disconnected, but sometimes that just like randomly happens with TikTok for a second. And I was like, oh, it's probably fine. And then it was like, YouTube was like, cannot connect. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I looked down on my computer and I had zero internet. It said no internet. And I opened the door and I went out into the hallway and Uncle Matrix came out too. And he was like, I was like, babe, do you have internet? He was like, no, it literally just stopped. He's like, did you kick something? And I'm like, no. So, like, we unplugged the router, plugged it back in. We went outside and checked stuff, and it's back now. I don't know what the fuck happened. Nah, it's all right, Katie. Well, it's, it is what it is. It looped my words like 6 times right now or before. Do we need a fresh story prayer on that one? Maybe, Mandy. Hey, Lagoshi. Smudge the router. Oh, my God. All right, well... Lily's stories. We have to vote on them. Holy crap, Lily. Hold on, I'm going to put up a vote while we finish just like chatting a little bit. The chill factor of those stories, I'm going to give them a 3 because first of all, they were fucking terrifying. And second of all, they made my internet mess up. So I'm going to go with a 3, but the poll is up on YouTube, and the poll should hopefully be up on TikTok. Wait, is Sarah even back here? Yes, Sarah is. Okay, perfect. Holy smokes. Right? So happy from Discord. For Discord, everybody who came in Discord, thank you so much to see what was going on. That's exactly what you should do. And that's one of the great things about having Discord, is you know what the fuck's going on when shit happens. So please make sure that you're in the Discord. The invite code to Discord is Anti-Matrix. If you go to add a server, just search for Anti-Matrix. One word. She said, I'm proud to be the one that caused the internet outage. Lily. Lily, we believe you. Tell Sarah and all of them that we're sorry, says Sade. Oh my God. It doesn't get scarier than physical contact. No, it literally does not. It literally does not. The day Lily crashed all the lives. Lily, those were amazing stories. Thank you so much for sharing. Please tell the little girl we said hi. So sorry. You will always be remembered for that. I know you will. That's so true. She will always be remembered for that. Oh my God. Wait, the second one that the one that you talked about that you said you had shared before, was that the same one as like the couch? Remember you shared one about like the couch ghost, the ghost on the couch or whatever? Is that the same one? That was that one? Right? I thought it was that one. Breaking the Lives runs in my bloodline. Because Justin got us banned from live one time, and now your daughter crashed even my YouTube live, all the lives. I can't. Maybe, Sade, that's might be a good idea that we should throw in there. I can't. Speaking of spirits, are we going to do Ghost Tube while we read? No, I stopped doing Ghost Tube while I read. Just it was honestly such a distraction for me. Like, I'm trying to read, and then it's, like, spitting out random words. And I would either, like, stop reading to, like, see what the word was and answer, or I would just ignore the thing completely. So it was, like, didn't even make sense. I'm a good girl. I don't claim them. Oh, yeah? Okay. Hello, Noelle. Hello, Noelle. Holy crap. Woo! No, we heard them all, Charming. You guys heard them all. We were done with all the stories and we were chatting about them when it happened. You love my New York accent. Thank you, Tina. I turned you off to put my kid to bed and I came back and everything was down. I was like, what the fuck? Thank God for Discord. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Too bad Ghost Tube wasn't on during that. Very true, Sarah. Robert the doll requires permission to be photographed. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Ow. I scratched myself. All 25 people have voted 3. I know, it's so crazy. Thank you so much for sharing your stories, Lily. Yes, we were at 287 500. Lovely. That's why the new goal that I just put up is only goes to whatever it is. So whenever you hit this random goal that's up right now, then that's a million. We didn't hear any stories except the first one. Joke. I had to mute because work. Persevere. Yeah, I wonder if the Robert the doll thing extends to pictures of him. Oh, God, Lagoshi. I don't know. How do we know when we hit 500K? I'm just assuming that we will. Actually, I don't even know. I'm going to tell you guys right now, though, that like if we don't hit our million goal this time, I'm going to blame it on the my hair is a disaster, by the way. I'm just a fucking disaster. I'm going to blame it on that whole thing. Woo! All right. Anyway, Miranda, are you here? Because you're next up. Hey, Megan Heston. What did you miss? We read stories from Lily, Jess, and Justin's daughter. And right after we read them, my internet went out. And both of the lives got shut off. Miranda's next with Mind Blown on Main Street. I am really behind. I'm going to have to really, like, not squirrel for the rest of the live so that I can read the stories and I can get to bed, like, on time. Okay. That's the next one that we're reading. I have to find it. But first, are we done voting? Yes, we're done voting. Okay. Lily's obviously, like it would get anything else. Lily Stories on YouTube, they gave a chill factor of 3. And on TikTok, a chill factor of 3 as well. Oh my God. TikTok was like 3% 1, 8% 2, and 89% 3. 89% 3. Fucking crazy. YouTube is not down. I'm talking to YouTube right now. All 3s in this family. You're a family of 3s. Family of 3s. I love that Lily likes to send her stories in, and she has such good stories too. And she's such a great writer. We love you, Lily. We're so proud of you. You're awesome. Oh my God. That's not going to happen. Don't you dare, Brookie. I have to get up early, okay? It's happening. That's a cute idea. You guys are so mean to me. I said I wanted to actually get to bed on time. Brooke's like, that's not going to happen. Wandering's like, haha, that's a cute idea, Andy. Your life path number is 3, Jess, and so is Justin's. You just refreshed YouTube and it came back? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, she's beaming. Yay. I'm so glad. We love her so much. All right, here we are. We are reading Mind Blown on Main Street. And we're starting, oh, fuck me. So I'm really sorry, but this is just what's going to happen. We're going to have 2 different live recordings because that's what happens. And YouTube records it in themselves. And I could make it into one, but then I would have to like download them both, which would take a very long time because they're going to be large, edit them together, then upload them and do all the things. So, your whole PC crashed. Holy crap. So there's going to be 2. Live part 1 and 2. Okay, so Mind Blown on Main Street is starting at 11:28. That's crazy. Oh, well, let me just move this. Nope, I don't have anything up. What am I even, like, what even am I doing? I did not even get the story ready. What even? I'm so thrown off right now. Oh my God. And I had the hiccups. Lily, what did you do? Hold on, let me put this back. Let me grab the fucking story. That would really help, Jessica, if we grab the story. You know? The one we're reading, the story. That one. Okay. All right. I love the name of this one. I'm very intrigued, Miranda. All right, let me close this up. Here we go. For reals now. This one is starting at 12:29. Here we go. First off, love your videos and thank you so much for doing them. They've been a blessing. Oh, thank you so much, Miranda. It took me a while to decide to write this, but I figured I'd give it a try. Now, I've experienced some crazy things over the years, but this one. I had just moved back to my home. I went like this, by the way, because she has like, or they have like 4 rolling eye emojis. I had just moved back to my hometown in Pennsylvania and found my own apartment after some months of living with friends. I was already experiencing some crazy things soon after moving in there. Story for another time. Involves a witch. What? I honestly spent many nights feeling like I was losing my mind. After losing track of hours, I would try to pull myself out of the things going on and put myself together and find my way down to one of the local watering holes just to be able to think straight and settle down for a minute. There was so much going on. First thing I noticed on my walk there was how empty the street felt. Like no people, very quiet, no cars going by, etc. Just like I was walking through an empty town, even though I was right on Main Street. I get to the bar, and as soon as I walk in, I already felt like the energy was different. It was just happy, like a real feel-good vibe, I guess. The only way to explain it. But that wasn't the only thing that was different. After spending a little bit of time, I started to notice the people were a little off. Like they looked like people I know. It was like their faces were almost identical, but their hair would be different, or their size, or things like that. One in particular stood out to me so much. He was identical to my best friend. His face, the way he moved, everything. I couldn't take my eyes off him. I seriously creeped on him the whole time I was there because I was just in shock as to what I was seeing. Anyway, the night goes on, he ends up leaving, and I leave soon after. I couldn't make sense of what that night entailed, so honestly, I just chalked it up to, I'm a freaking crazy bitch, end of story. LOL. So anyway, another night comes and I decide to walk down, and again, same-ish. People, but again, just a little different, including the man who looks just like my best friend, but again, he's different. I mean, from the time before that. Again, mind blown, can't take my eyes off of him, literally watching his every movement. I think he may have even caught me looking at him, LOL. He just looks and smiles and goes about his business like everything's fine. For him, maybe. Anyway, now I'm really creeped out, like, what the heck is this? Where the heck am I? Who the heck are these people? So anyway, this became a regular thing, and it got to the point where I would just go down just to see if it would happen. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. Side note, on the nights when it didn't, the street was normal, like lived on and shit, LOL. I even found mimics of one of my family one night. Oh, a mimics of my family one night, and they followed me to the other bar in town. Like, what? And when they came into this other bar, I heard one of them say telepathically, what you don't want to hang out with your family? And all I can think is, you are not my family. Now the night that did it for me, really. The usual bar I went to was having a Halloween party and I had planned to go. The night got away from me a little, but then telepathically, someone says to me, weren't you going to go to the Halloween party? I'm like, crap, yeah. I looked at the time. I realized I was way more than fashionably late, threw on my bum of a Halloween costume, and headed out the door. When I got there he was, that man again. And again, hair different, little taller, different from the other nights, with some girl I had never seen. Now, little backstory on my best friend that I've been speaking about. I'm positive this man is my soulmate. Everything about us is the same. Personalities, our past, even our name. Meaning my first name has 7 letters and my last name has 7 letters. And his first name has 7 letters and his last name has 7 letters. Weird, right? It was always kind of dreamy to me, LOL. Like, I found this. I found the one. It's for sure a sign meant to be. Haha. Anyway, this night I walk in, as I said, LOL. And obviously, because of the people, I didn't really know anyone, even though they all seemed to know each other anyways. So I grab my drink and I walk away from the crowd and find a seat and sit and just watch. Then he sees me finish his convo. Then he looks, and then again, telepathically, I hear, what are you doing here? You're ruining my night. And I'm like, I'm just here for the party, trying to hide the fact that what he just said tore my heart to shreds. Then he says, see this girl, I'm taking her home with me, not you. I didn't respond. Ha, he says. Then he proceeds to grab the girl and then says, watch this. Then he grabs her, caresses her face, and kisses her. And then they begin to slow dance. Honestly, I don't know why, but I was barely keeping it together. I mean, I knew he wasn't really my best friend, but I was still letting it get to me, and he knew it, although I was trying to pretend like it didn't. Anyway, they finished the dance and their drinks and prepared to leave, and on the way out, with his arm wrapped around her, he looks over at me and winks. Like he just pulled the ultimate sick joke and he was proud of it. I left unsure of what to make of this, but it was definitely on my mind. So a couple weeks go by and I finally see my best friend and basically tried to pick his mind, which he was less than thrilled about, but I had to find out if this was him, even though I knew it was less than likely, and sure enough, he had been nowhere near this place. I tell you, I still don't know what was up with these nights or why I experienced these things, but I certainly will not be forgetting them anytime soon. Like, should I be scared of this? Should I embrace it? Was it a gift from God or a gift from a demon? Or was the witch that was connected to me screwing with me? But how? Now, when Just started typing this, I could not see myself telling you guys this part, but here the fuck I go. One night, I found myself thinking about these nights when I realized I know this man, the one that winked at me. Like, not in this life, but I know him. I kept having flashbacks of him and something I went through with him. And it was way more than one memory, almost like the man I know, but in a different life. I wish I could explain this better, but frankly, I don't know how to. But I do know that this man is, in this life, my best friend, would never treat me the way that this man has. I mean, he's just cruel and a little weird in these memories, too. Like, I was supposed to be understanding something that we went through and that he did for me while sacrificing his own happiness, and I wasn't getting it. So he was acting like a crazy man. But the thing is, in this memory, the reason I wasn't understanding was because he believed he knew me from another life, but I didn't know him at all. These memories came back to me in a way that's almost as if someone is trying to make me feel like I'm there again living it, but I sort of retract/protect myself a little out of confusion. They also came to me like a deja vu feeling. First of all, I lived that life that I'm remembering, but I also already lived this one and was forced to remember these memories then too. It was such an overwhelming feeling. Out of all my deja vu experiences, this one by far tops them all. Anyway, that's it. You probably think I'm crazy at this point, LOL. Absolutely not. We do not. Or maybe I just found the right place to tell my story, for I feel like it's so crazy someone needs to hear it. Can't be kept on my chest my whole life. I've never told a soul about this because I know it sounds insane, but a brain can do a lot to a person for sure, but it cannot make up a whole human flesh and blood. Nope, not possible. And that, LOL, is how sleep at night. Haha. Anyway, I know this was a long one, but I appreciate the read and I hope you have enjoyed it. Like I said, I have so many more stories, and deep in my heart, I know they're all connected somehow. So if you guys like this one, I may find time to tell more. Toots, glitches, the end. Yes, thank you, Brooke and Stephanie and anyone that's saying it anywhere else. We believe you. We do not think you're crazy. That is our whole thing here, that we believe you. Hi, Jess. This is crazy. Angela, don't worry, because if you're talking about the likes, we've compensated for that. So now this like goal is only up to like 700 and something thousand. Hi, Sky. Yes, we believe you. Thank you, friends, for saying that. That's the whole thing there. Okay. This is really weird. Here's what I think. I feel like when you're going to these bars, when you're going on Main Street on these nights, when it's quiet and shit's different, I think you're somehow stepping into a different timeline. This is what I think. That would explain why everything's different. That would explain why it's quiet. That would explain the fucking people that look like the people but are not exactly the people. That would explain this guy. And that would especially explain, since you said at the end that you feel like you've known him from a different life. I feel like it explains everything, right, Angel Radio? That's exactly what I think is happening. I don't know. That's what you think too, Gigi? Yes. Timelines crossing sounds. Yes, exactly. This is exactly what I think. I don't know if there's like a portal over there or what's happening, or if you yourself are just doing it, or if timelines are just overlapping, but that's exactly what I think. I think that you are. Is it still happening? Like, does it still happen sometimes? Doesn't explain the telepathy. So the telepathy. Sorry, I was reading something on here. Okay. It's been a while since it's happened. Okay. So the telepathy, I don't know. I mean, is it possible that that person is communicating with you? Maybe like in that timeline, you guys are better at telepathy, because I feel like we can all do that, right? Thank you, Ami. I appreciate that. Maybe in the timeline you're able to communicate telepathically. Yeah, that's what I mean. Bye, Brooke. I love you. Good night. If in an alternate reality, what if there was no Tower of Babel moments? I don't know what the Tower of Babel is. I have a hard time believing that twin souls would be meant or hate each other. Oh, twin flames you're talking about? That's like a whole crazy subject. I do still telepathically speak to people sometimes. Maybe in the timeline you're able to go. Oh, we already said that. Maybe because they aren't as grounded. Maybe. I'm going that it's a different timeline, and I'm going that maybe in that timeline you can communicate telepathically. I'm going that you have these people are in your soul family, you have soul connections with these people. That's what I'm going with. That is my thing, but we absolutely do not think you're crazy. We believe you, and thank you so much for sharing your story, friend. We're going to vote on the chill factor of this. 1, 2, or 3. How many chills did that story give you? 1, a little bit of chills. 2, medium amount of chills. 3, mega amount of chills. Poll is up on YouTube. And it should be up on TikTok right now. Yes, it's up on TikTok as well. Thank you, Sarah. What are twin flames? I can't really explain it. And also, that's like a whole subject within itself. But actually, Sarah knows a lot about twin flames. And they were having some twin flame chat in the Discord. You can always chat in the Discord about it. Also, April, thank you so much for the Panther paws. Let me just scroll up a little tiny bit. What did I miss? Selena, thank you for the heart me. Gidget, thank you for the heart me. Denise, thank you for the tiny diny. Tina, thank you for the 6 finger hearts. Denise, thank you for the goat and the 35 roses. April Hamilton, thank you for the heart me and the panther paws. Panther paws. Christy, thank you for the panther paws. Sarah, thank you for the team power. April Hamilton, thank you for extending to a 6-month subscription. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the panther paws. K King, thank you for the rose. 2 Cookie, thank you for the team power. Aisling, thank you for the heart me. And Violet, thank you for the heart me. Let me set up a new guild. Where's my corgi butts? We haven't done corgi butts in a minute. Oh, my little corgi butt, corgi butt, corgi butt. Oh, my little corgi butt. Corgi butts. Oh, persevere. I don't know, boo. I'm sorry. I don't know. All right. Thank you so much for sharing. We are going to save this one. Label it that we read it on live. While we're voting, our next story is Tally on YouTube. The Old Bank. Talia, are you here? Linda, thank you so much for becoming a 9-month subscriber. You're amazing and I appreciate you. Pharaoh Raccoon, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. Welcome to the Glitch community. Yes. Yes. Can some people talk miles from someone telepathically? Because I feel like I have before. Yes. I feel like we all have the ability to do this. Yes, Sky Mermaid, I have, except for the 11th and the 12th, but we're not at 11 yet. Ami, what did you say the number was for, the clipboard is right here, a little blue one with a timer on it. People are voting, so it's got to be there. April, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sending 3 corgi butts. They're so cute. I appreciate your generosity. Dawn, thank you for the heart me. 212. 500. Okay. If anyone sees us hit that, let me know. That'll be there. That'll be our 500. I don't think we're making 1 million tonight. And this is not a challenge. It's because we had issues. It's because of the issues. It's not you guys. It's the issues. But we are trying to get to 1 million. So please tap that screen. Kimberly Hart. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. That was very generous of you. I talk to myself. Does that count? Sure. Okay. Let me just get this next story while you guys are voting. The Old Bank. We've had some great stories lately, guys. Like, literally, like, I feel like all the lives, we've had some really great stories lately. Something bad. Sometimes when my husband wasn't home, I could hear him calling me. What is that? Anybody know? Could be a mimic, my friends. We're on number 4. Oh my god, it's almost 10 p.m. and I'm only on story number 4. I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. Auntie, can we get a We Believe You sticker if I drop it in Discord suggestions? Yes! Put that in Discord suggestions. I love that. And I have to get, you know what? Can you put in there for me too to remind me? I need to get stickers of the cats. The new cats. Sorry, YouTube. This is just for TikTok because YouTube won't let me add any more stickers. No more emotes for YouTube. How did you start telling stories? Well, I had a spiritual TikTok, which I did whatever I liked on. And one day I just decided to make a video. I was just reading like Glitch in the Matrix stories online. Like I Googled Glitch in the Matrix stories and I was just reading some. And so I made a video reading some because I thought people might like it. And they did. They really liked it. So I did another one and then they like really liked it again. And then after the second one, some people started to be like, hey, can I send you my story? And I was like, yeah, send it over. I'll read your story. And now everyone sends me their stories and I love it so much. And I'm so lucky and fortunate and grateful to be able to share people's stories. We need a gift goal sticker so we can encourage people. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Gift goal. Gift goal. I don't want to be here for the first failed 1 million. I'm not counting it as failed because we had technical difficulties, you know? Whee! Whoa. Okay. I remember when you did all the Mandela effect stories. Yeah, I do videos and some other stuff too, but yeah, I used to do Mandela effect stuff. I did a lot of spiritual stuff. Yay, you did your taxes. Congrats. Congrats. Hi, Jessica. All right. That last story got a chill factor of 2 on YouTube.
Oh my God.
And also a chill factor of 2 on TikTok.
Oh my God.
And the next story that we are reading is called The Old Bank. And we're starting it right now at 32:07. Hi, Auntie and Glitches. Hi. I used to work at a wellness center, and it was downtown in Calgary on 17th Avenue, where a lot of other buildings still stand. I'm sorry, hold on. My throat's being real weird. My voice is starting to go, and that's not cool. This wellness center, I worked as reception and then as a cleaner towards the end of my time there. As reception, most of my time was spent up front, and nothing odd happened. The basement was where the washing machines, storage rooms, and staff rooms were, and the main floor was where the massage rooms were, and after some time, they opened the upstairs to be a place for facials and couples massages and other things like that. Now for the history of the building. It used to be a bank. The old safe was still in the basement. Oh, really? With the giant vault door. It's actually pretty cool. We kept the laundry we sent away here. Sorry. We kept the laundry we sent away here as too much activity made the guard that still stood at his post upset. Before going in, we would have to talk to him and tell him what we were doing, or he would become upset, and the whole vibe of the basement made you feel unsafe. What? When cleaning it would be a, hey, not here to cause trouble, just gonna mop the floors, or hey, I'm dropping off a laundry bag. In the storage and laundry rooms, we had a young girl that liked playing tricks and would move things or turn your washer off or unfold your towels, and often if you talked to her and asked her nicely, she would stop. On the main floor, there was a gentleman who would walk around in an old suit and never really did anything, but you'd sometimes catch sight of him. The third floor, however, had 3 women from the flapper era who were awful to one of the estheticians. They would harass and taunt her and tried throwing her down the stairs. What? They would cause her migraines and were just downright mean. I never had any issues, but would hear them talking at times about their flapper era gossip. You'd think that because I helped with most of the changes to their space that they would go after me, but nope. It was one of the other ladies that didn't come in until after the work was done. They also would knock over some displays at times. I was the one who set up upstairs, cleaned the paint off the floors after the walls were installed, and moved furniture into the rooms. Normally, I was the first one upstairs or the last one shutting everything down. Whenever I closed and had to turn off all the lights in the building, I ran. Not because the spirits were mean, but because I didn't want to see them in the dark. I get that so much. I don't know how the spirits came to be there, but I haven't been able to find any information to say that there was any shooting at the bank. There may have been a fire. I'm not sure. If I find out more, I will update you. The end. Okay, can I just say real quick that for some reason, like in the beginning, you were said like you did the history of the building and you're like, you know, it used to be a bank and you're like, it made the guard that stood still at his post upset. Like, still stood at his post upset. And I was thinking that it was a real fucking person. Like a live person. Like an alive human, I thought. And then I was like, wait, no, she's talking about a ghost. Because you have to be respectful of that ghost, that guard ghost, before you go down there. Which is so crazy. Mean ghost. Oh my God. And those girls, you did too, right? Exactly, guys. I thought they were real people too in the beginning. And I was like, oh, wait, no, she's talking about the history, like the ghosts, the spirits that are in the building, which is so, so crazy. I can't believe one of those flapper women tried to throw one of the estheticians down the stairs. Like, what even? That's so scary. That is like literally so scary. Wait, Tally. Where are you, Talia? He was the scariest? Wait, not the one that tried to throw someone down the stairs? The stair thrower wasn't the scariest. It was the guard. Did the guard ever do anything to anybody? Like, was there ever anything that like physically happened that had to do with the guard? Or were you guys just like the most scared of the guard? I'd quit, because what are you supposed to do if the ghosts hate you? I know, Caitlin, I understand. I did send you another email with a small bit of history. You did? All right, hold on a second. Let me see if I see it. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay. It says the new Scotia block will see the former Bank of Nova Scotia. Okay, built in 1927 at 1429. Okay, where it is. Renovated and expanded. Original bank manager William D. King lived in a second-floor suite here that was later divided into 2 rental apartments. The branch made headlines in 1959 when 2 female employees conspired to steal nearly $20,000 in what defense lawyer Milt Harridans called a fantastic and silly excursion. What? Both were sentenced to a year in jail. The branch moved in the mid-1970s, and the building later housed Mother's Music and American Apparel before it became the Prima Health Salon. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just labeling this and putting it right. Thank you for sharing more of that story. I made you yawn. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to. I'm very tired. The way the justice system used to view women, right? Fucking, they went on a cute little excursion. Get the heck out of here. You're from Nova Scotia? I've been there when I lived in Calgary. It gave off major vibes. Yes. Why were the girls so mean? I don't know. Do you know who the girls were? I want to know if there was deaths in the theft. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that was a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that. We are going to start voting while we're still chatting on the chill factor of that story. 1, 2, or 3. Did it give you 1, a little bit of chills, 2, medium amount of chills, 3, mega amount of chills? Poll is up on YouTube. Poll will be up on TikTok in 1 little baby second. That would explain the girls. That's true. That is very true. That's crazy, though. That's so scary that you'd have to, like, hey, no disrespect, we don't mean to bother you, but we have to go in here now and do the laundry. And that's so crazy that there's the vault is still there. Like, what? What does flapper era mean? Oh, like the 1920s. Like the way they dressed and stuff. You silly goose. Hey, hey. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. 100 years ago. Like, what? Thank you so much for sharing. I'm not glitching anymore. Perfect. Okay, the next story we're gonna read is Courtney on YouTube. Court, are you here? The dream that haunt me. Let me just write it down. You're here. The dream that haunt me. Let me find it. Your mother was a flapper. I love that. How freaking cool. The dream that haunts me. Awesome. Yeah, that's like super cool. Super cool, Linda. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Guys, holy shit, am I tired. Who went to Primo Wellness? Not me. Not I. You don't get what question? The poll question? We vote on the chill factor of a story. So the chill factor is like, how many chills did it give you? It could have gave you chills because it was scary. It could have gave you chills because it was like sweet. It's just fun. It's just a fun little thing that we do for every story. It's just a fun little interactive bit, you know? You debated on sharing this one, Courtney? I'm interested. By the way, the chill factor on YouTube, they gave that last story a chill factor of 2.
Oh my God.
And TikTok a chill factor of 2 as well.
Oh my God.
Cool. All right. This story is called The Dream That Haunt Me, and it's starting at 42:23. I've had a lot of it. Why did I say hat instead of had? I have no friggin' idea. I've had a lot of experiences that has happened to me while I was in the foster care system. It's not surprising considering how a lot of emotions will bring about spirits and some very unwelcoming spirits as well. I can share these experiences as we go, but this one haunts me to this very day. I was 15 at the time and I had been in the system for a year now. I was getting ready for school a day prior, so I wouldn't have much to do when I got up the next day. I have a long mirror mounted on the wall behind my door that I use a lot. Never in my life would I have thought I would actually see a spirit inside it. From that particular day on. What do you mean? I turned off the light when I was done setting the alarm and climbed into bed. My bed faced my desk and kind of angled where I could see the mirror if I was sitting up. With the night light on because I love to read to help me sleep at night. Teenage logic. I seen a guy in a cowboy outfit in his 50s, glowing eyes staring straight at me. We stared at each other for a while. In my mind, I was thinking, I must be delirious. I put the book down and looked back up. He walked out of the mirror. No! Absolutely no.
That was scary.
I don't like it. Okay. Nope. Not delirious. Eyes playing tricks. Closed my eyes tight and laid down. My legs got lifted up in the air and I'm holding onto my bed. I opened them back up and he let go. I curled up in a ball, covering myself as if a blanket would be a barrier between us. He came around the bed between the TV and me and yanked on my PJs, trying to pull me off the bed. It took all of me to stay on the bed, holding tightly to the other edge, feeling my hand sliding. I climbed back up real quick and got so angry at him. I said, "What did you want?" He walked back to the mirror and gave me a creepy, wide smile and disappeared. When I fell asleep, I was dreaming I was over a highway. I can't. Can we? We're just going to move on to a dream? Okay, hold on. When I fell asleep, I was dreaming I was over a highway. I seen 2 vehicles. They ended up crashing, and then I somehow knew it was my cousin, Carrie, my foster cousin. I said, no, Carrie, you've got to be okay. I woke up. As soon as I woke up, a knock was heard at the door. It was a policeman telling my foster dad that his niece Kari had been in an accident on the highway because of a drunk driver, and she didn't make it. I never brought this up to my foster parents. I held this in for a long time. How would you have explained that you knew about that accident? Especially to God-fearing people. I didn't want to be the one to break it to them. My foster mom passed away in 2016, and my foster dad passed away in 2012 without never knowing that bit of information. I couldn't break it to them. I'll take this to my grave. Thank you for this outlet. I love you all. The end. That's what I'm saying. How do you fall back asleep again after a cowboy walks out a mirror and attacks you? No, that wasn't a dream, Esther. It was not a dream. Hides in shirt automatically safe. I feel better when I hide in my shirt. Hell to the knot is right.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. That was scary.
That was terrifying, Courtney. That was terrifying. It was the next day, 2 parts. Wait, what do you mean? They never needed to know the smart move on your part. I've had dreams like that too. Weird things. No cowboy in mirrors, though. The dream was 2 parts. Okay. Not once did she say she screamed. That's what I'm saying. I got chills. That was out of this world scary. That was so scary. Walking out of the mirror. Nope. I think this, so sorry, 5. I would cry so hard. I literally 10 out of 3. Courtney, I can't. I literally can't. We're going to vote on the chill factor of that story. You better fucking vote a 3 or something's wrong with you. Do you think that that story gave you 1, a little bit of chills, 2, a medium amount of chills, or 3, a mega amount of chills? The poll is up on YouTube and now it's up on TikTok as well. It's a little blue clipboard with a timer. TikTok. Oh my God. So scary. Space Cadet, thank you so much for the corgi butt that I just saw was so cute. And thank you for the heart me. Robin, thank you for the heart me. Ashley, thank you for the heart me. Tina, thank you for the finger hearts. Queen, thank you for the level up sparks. Jean, thank you for the goat. Hey, babe. Hi, Katie Joe. 3 isn't high enough. 3 isn't high enough. I agree. You were yelling at ChatGPT, Sarah. I was like, what is happening? Hey, Rachel. Welcome. Is it your first live? I wonder if the cowboy came with the mirror. Ooh. How long did you have that mirror, Courtney, before you started seeing the cowboy? She even wrote it so casually. I know. I'm frozen. You shut your face. I'm going to tell everybody right now, if I get kicked off again, I'm taking that as a sign that, like, I need to go to sleep or something. So if our live gets kicked off again, I will see you later. Because I'm going to bed. You're going to bed?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Not frozen on TikTok.
Are you freezing up again?
She went a year with the mirror without having cowboys come out of it. That's what I'm saying. This girl had a fucking cowboy coming out of her mirror.
Crazy.
What is that? Cowboys coming out of your mirror. Everyone's saying hello to you. Hi, Uncle. Hi, Uncle. Hi, Uncle.
I see him. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Baby, you can't go to sleep until I go to sleep.
I need to lay down because my shoulders and neck are killing me.
You could lay down. Just don't go to sleep.
Well, we'll see what happens. Okay?
No. You have to wait for me.
I'm trying. I will actively try. Hey, guys. Hey, how you doing?
No, really, if you need to get sleep, get sleep.
No, I know.
Because you're going to be working hard on the deck tomorrow. So.
Yep, Dex. I'm finishing the frame tomorrow.
Go get Odin, they said.
I tried to bring Odin in, actually.
You did? Brooke's
Yeah.
Brooke's not even here.
But he ran away. So he did not want to be picked up.
He did not want to come.
Hey, Keg.
It was Hatman with a different hat. Persevere. Oh.
Yeah, right.
All right. Oh, look at the corgi butt.
Corgi butt.
Thank you, April. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Look at the little one. It's so cute. I'm so sleepy, baby.
All right.
Oh, I'm so sleepy, baby.
I love you.
I love you so much.
Good night.
Good night.
I might.
You probably will be. Robin, thank you for the corgi butt. Hatman in a different era. What does his shirt say? Which one was he wearing? The gray one? If it was a gray one, because I think that's what he's wearing today, it says, I went outside once. The graphics were not so good. Sounds like Hatman from Fallout. The crumbs are letting me cuddle them. Oh my god. Cheryl, I didn't even see that until now. You didn't try hard enough. If you loved us, Odin would be in here. It must be the stories tonight. Odin doesn't want to play. I know. Oh my god. Okay, so that last story got a 3 on YouTube. Duh. And a 3 on TikTok. Duh. Chill factor. Oh my god. Auntie, I love these stories, but you should really treat yourself and go to sleep. Oh, Carol, I would love to go to sleep. Not that I'm not having fun hanging out, because I really love hanging out with you guys. But I'm literally so tired, I'm having trouble being awake. And I have to get up early. It's not, I can't even like sleep late. And we had this whole problem. So I am way behind. It is 10:18 and I'm only on story 6. No, that's okay. I love you so much. That's so sweet of you guys, but I could do it. I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I was stalked by a black shadow man in a hat and coat walking home once at night. As I was turning onto my street, he disappeared after he grabbed my wrist. Belinda, that is really scary. That was number 5. We're on number 6 right now. We're up to Fiona. We have Fiona and then you. Marcade Live. My drink. I should get my drink. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right, Fiona, are you here on YouTube? Oh, she said to read it anyway because she might not be here. It's called The Hatman and the Guardian Angel. Oh, there's a Hatman story. Guardian Angel. Kimberly, thank you so much for the super chat. That was so sweet and generous of you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate. I can't have caffeine. Caffeine will make my heart explode and it will also make me shit my pants. So we don't want that. All right, we read this one on live. I think I am maybe going to go grab my drink. I don't know, if we're at 500K. I can't even. What are we up to? Yes. Yeah, we hit it. We hit that. We hit 500K because we're up to 288. Okay, we got the 500K, so we're getting an 11th story. Like I said, I'm not counting this. If we don't hit this million, I'm not counting it. Because we had problems. Hold on, I'm trying to get this to go away. Perfect. I hear a little baby. Woohoo! Haley! Haley, hey, All right. All right, let me find this one. Oh, I actually think this is here. Holy shit. Oh, hi, baby. Come here. I didn't even know you were in here. Come here. Come here, little baby. Hey, sweet baby, come here. I think she wants me to let her out. Hold on, I'll show you the little tiny baby first. Before I let her out. Little tiny baby. Come here. Oh, you're so small. Oh, you're so tiny and small. This is the little tiny baby. This is the demon. It's Hellspawn whatever. 4? Hellspawn 4. Hello, little baby. I'm a little baby. I'm a little baby. I'm a little baby. Baby, baby, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at his face. She wants to get out though. Yeah, this is Amara. Amara. Come on. Go ahead. Come on. Come on. I saw that. Fucking, I went out there and Natasha was on my kitchen counter. I don't know what she's doing. Odin is like 5 Amaras. That's very accurate. Very accurate. He weighs as much as Odin's head. Yes, also very accurate. Okay. Come on, Jessica. You got it. We got this. Hatman and the Guardian Angel. Okay. I just haven't gotten like enough sleep for a couple days now, so I need to catch up, but I can't even catch up tomorrow. I can catch up Wednesday. I think. We'll have to see. Okay. We are reading The Hatman and the Guardian Angel, and we are starting at 5754. Here we go. Hi, D-Matrix. Hi. I've been watching your videos on TikTok and YouTube for 2 years and haven't heard any stories like mine until today. I was watching one of your recent videos and I heard about a figure people seem to call the Hatman. Yes. This was crazy to me because you described the figure I saw in numerous dreams when I was a teenager. We've talked about the Hatman a lot. He is so popular. When I was a young teen, I would have very vivid dreams. I often still do. One dream in particular, or rather a series of dreams, is why I felt compelled to send you my story. These dreams always started the same, but the more often I dreamt it, the longer and more eerie it would get. The dream always started with me walking through the woods on my own, and as it got darker, I turned left and there's a stone wall. I would walk along the path beside the stone wall and finally get to a small cave-like area, which I will refer to as the hideaway. The first time I dreamt this, there was a boy around my age crouching down, kind of sitting, as if he was waiting for me there. He stood up and said my name, and I was surprised because I never had to introduce myself. It was like he knew me already. We would walk the path alongside the stone wall, and he introduced himself as Ryan. I stopped and looked at him, and it was like there was a soft glow all around him, like an aura. He didn't look like anyone I knew in real life, which I found strange because I heard you cannot create a new face in your dream in your imagination. It's always a resemblance of someone who you know or have even only briefly seen in your waking life. Yes, I've heard that as well. He would look worried and would try to warn me about something. In the following months and years, I had the same dream, and little extra things would happen each time, but the one that stands out the most in my mind is when I first saw the Hatman. So same setup as before. I walk through the woods alone, turn left, and find the stone wall and the path beside it. I walk briskly and find the hideaway and Ryan quickly, as I am familiar with this part of the dream already. This, however, is when it starts to change. In previous dreams like this, we walk and chat and we get to know each other, but this time he stops and looks me in the eyes and places his hands on my upper arms in a comforting manner. He doesn't say anything, but I know somehow, maybe telepathically, that I have to go to the next part of this journey alone. I continue walking down the path and it gets darker as the trees grow more and more saturated, and then I glance over to the right slightly and I see what I thought at first was just a tree, but then I realized it was a man with a long coat and a top hat or a fedora, from what I could tell. He was about 60 feet away from me, so I couldn't see any facial features, and the atmosphere changed as soon as I saw him, so I was immediately on edge. I tried to turn around so I could run away, but I couldn't walk or move. It was terrifying. Slowly, this man started getting closer with every recurring dream I had. Maybe about 5 to 10 feet closer with each recurring dream. That is scary. That is very scary. In one of the last dreams I had of the Hatman, he was around 10 feet away from me, and I screamed for Ryan as the Hatman started getting even closer without really walking, more gliding. Within a split second, a bright, blurry light emerged beside me, and Ryan was standing there. He took my hand as the Hatman came close to like 5 feet from me. We flew backwards in an almighty jolt, which woke me from my dream and made me feel like I actually fell from the ceiling onto my bed. I was panting and out of breath as if I had been running, and sweat was beading on my forehead as I collected myself to figure out what the hell just happened. I still don't know what would have happened if the Hatman had got to me, or if I didn't shout for Ryan, who I believed is my guardian angel / spirit guide, as he had been with me in many, many dreams since then and ages with me. I even think he has helped me in real life to escape dangerous situations, but that is a different kind of story. Thank you so much for reading my story and giving us all a safe space to share these freaky experiences. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed reading this, even though it's really more about my recurring dreams, but I do have a couple of other stories that I could maybe send you another time. See you in the next video. The end. Okay. First, I want to say, I know that you're not here, but for the recording, I want to say to you that when you said you were too far away to see his face, I have heard that he doesn't have a face. I always hear that the Hatman is faceless, featureless, doesn't have any discernible facial features. But most people, when they see the Hatman, mention him having red glowing eyes. That is something that most people see. But otherwise, most people do not see any discernible facial features. He's like Slender Man, but shadowy. Yes, yes. The Hatman dream was the scariest dream I ever had. Oh, nope, hell nope. That's what I'm saying.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
That was scary.
That was definitely scary. You're hiding in the comments. Good story. Yes, absolutely. I have wild dreams after these lives. You do? Kayla, perfect. You can be number 11. What's the name of it? Freaking Hatman. Come at me, bro. I know. Jess wants to see the Hatman so bad because she has seen and experienced so many different like beings and entities and things, and she has yet to meet the Hatman, and she really wants to meet the Hatman. The Hatman. Yes, a supernatural clip. No, I said you're going to be number 11, Kayla. I just need to know the name of it. I wrote you down already. Oh, Trials, Tribulation, and Triumphs. I got you. Okay. Once I had an experience with the Hatman, but he was kind of protecting me. So in my experience also, I love you and your stories. I'm not going to stop tapping till we hit that 1,000,000. You're so cute. Thank you so much. Not my experience, but in my experience of reading stories and people's stories that I read, I don't think I've heard of the Hatman doing anything bad to people. He's normally just a watcher. He normally doesn't touch or anything. He's normally just watching. And I have also heard on occasions of good things. But I haven't ever heard of bad in my research. That's better, yes. Hatman can stay over there. Who would willingly want to meet Hatman? Tori, Jess wants to willingly meet Hatman. That too. He usually just stays in the shadows. Yes, yes, yes. This was crazy. All right, we're going to vote on this one while we're still chatting a little bit on the chill factor. How many chills did that story give you? 1, 2, or 3? Did it give you 1, a little bit of chills, 2, medium amount of chills, 3, a mega amount of chills? Polls are up on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Fiona. That was scary. I do not like the fact, the scariest fucking part of me is every dream, this bitch is getting closer. Every dream. And can we also talk about the fact that Ryan is definitely like a spirit guide or a protective spirit, right? Is that what we think? We were talking so much about the Hatman, we totally glossed over the one that's helping protect her. Thank you, right? Ryan is awesome. I also think that I saw him once in a drainage tunnel. A corpse was later found there. That's crazy, Charleston. I have also heard sometimes people saying that they see the Hatman before a death. Good night, Courtney. Hatman just trying to make friends. Ryan, who? I forgot about him. Ryan, the one that was protecting her. I think that Ryan's like a spirit guide. I think it's interesting that the thing about the walking the path, and he's like, you have to walk this path like alone now. Maybe he was like preparing her. I'm not sure about that part. What do you guys think about that part? By the way, while we're finishing this, I'm just going to label this one. Hey, Jessie Marie, how are you? Our next story is The Marcade live on YouTube. No chance in hell to rock. No chance in hell to rock. Okay. I was only 12 at the time too, never played there again. I do not blame you. Get ready, folks. The story could be better than my previous one I wrote. Ooh, exciting. Let me get that one ready. Okay, sorry. Who wrote the next story? The next story is by The Marcade Live on YouTube. It just looks like a short little ditty. Yes, I was concentrating on moving stuff around on my computer and I'm tired, so I couldn't multitask for a second. Is he like Candyman? Because y'all's done said Hatman 100 times. Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Tonight is good. We've been having a lot of good ones tonight, right? Hey, Omar. How are you? Welcome to the live. It's lovely to see you. Okay, so that last story got a chill factor of 3 on YouTube. And a chill factor of 3 on TikTok. Thank you guys for voting. All right, this next story is No Chance in Hell to Rock. It's a shorter one, and it's starting at 1:09:38. Okay. It's Friday, May 31st, 2024, and it's 5:00 p.m. After playing Don't Stop Praying by Matthew West, not only the radio station begins stunting with Vince McMahon's No Chance in Hell, but the volume unexpectedly increases. No one even touched the volume. The walls start shaking, and it sounds like loud footsteps are coming up the stairs. It sounds like Vince McMahon doing his master authority walk as well, because he stomps the floor really hard when he walks. The walls are still shaking, the music is still loud, and we went from heavenly Christian music to going to hell itself. I guess hence the song No Chance in Hell. By 10 p.m., everything calms down, and the radio station itself became a rock and roll station. the following Monday after playing the song nonstop for almost 50 plus hours. But it was 5 hours of pure hell on Friday night. I guess the old saying goes, on Friday nights, all hell breaks loose. The end. Mr. McMahon can cause nightmares, I hear. Wait, for real? No. No way. That's so weird. Wait, why was it playing the song for 50 hours? So, like, over 2 days, it was playing the song on repeat? We can be friends if he brings me food. That's crazy. Like, Vince McMahon. I know, like, what even? And, like, what do you mean? He can cause nightmares all weekend long. What? Dude, that's really weird. Okay, we're going to vote on the chill factor of that story. 1, 2, or 3. Did it give you 1? A little bit of chills, 2 medium chills, 3 mega chills. The polls are up on YouTube and TikTok. Are these based on experiences? These are people's personal experiences. So what we're reading is people are writing down things they've actually experienced in real life. And we are reading those, and they're all weird. They're all about weird, unexplainable things like glitches in the Matrix, dreams, aliens, and the paranormal. Paranormal. All weekend long, same song. Lexna. Auntie, I love you so much. I have a story I really want to share, but I need it to be read on a live. Please tell me the best way to make sure it's read on live. Okay, the best way... I was not talking to you, Alexa. The best way to make sure your story is read on a live is to be in the Discord. Because when I'm going live on Discord, in like the morning that I'm going live, I'll say, hey, everybody, I'm going live tonight. If you have a story that you want to share, let me know here. And you can type in that spot and say, I have a story, here's the name of it, and you get to be on the list first. So like I wrote down like 4 stories that people had told me in Discord. So those 4 people were first 4 on the list. So that's the best way to get it read on a live. I'd cry hearing that song all weekend. I know. How do I get to the Discord? Sorry. Oh, it's right there. Haley just put it on the screen for you. Don't you worry. All right. By the way, thank you so much for sharing, by the way, Mark. And I'm calling you Mark. I'm just abbreviating your name. I don't know if that's even accurate. The next story we are reading is by Val on TikTok. Crying man outside our window. Val, are you here, Val? You're welcome from London. Ooh. You're here. Okay. Let me get this one out. Crying man outside my window. Like, what the fuck? That's weird, boo. Come on. You could do it. There we go. It was not moving. Oh, someone said before, ad. YouTube. Here's an ad. Tell me what you think. Tell me what it is. What'd you get? I love you so much. While you guys finish voting. And then we're gonna do this one. Crying man. Outside our window. You're watching from Tennessee? Nice. Plain old Mark. Tax ad. Rob the roofer. Hey girl, hey. What's up, Crafty Devil? How are you doing? Amanda, today's your 18th wedding anniversary with your hubby. That is awesome. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. That is so awesome. Pudding, you got it, Chris. Pudding for Chris.
Pudding!
Love that part. Guys, I'm so sad. Me and Uncle are at like the end of season 14 for the third time. We're gonna have to start over soon. My little Chris needs her some pudding. Okay. All right, that last story got a chill factor of 1 on YouTube.
Wow.
And 2 on TikTok.
Oh my God.
Just skip over season 15. I know. All right. We are reading Crying Man outside our window. I'm trying to do real good and not squirrel so I can share everyone's stories on my list and then I can go to sleep. And I'm aware that we are definitely not hitting our million tonight, and that's okay. It doesn't count. We had a lot of technical difficulties. So, bleh. To the million gods. Okay. Crying Man outside our window. We're starting at 1:16. Nope. 1:17. 10. Okay. Here we are. Hi, Auntie Matrix. Hi. First off, I just want to say how much I absolutely love your videos. I binge watch them all the time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. You've created a space where we can share our strange, scary, and supernatural stories without judgment, and I finally decided to send mine in. Yes. I think it might pique your interest. This happened about 4 or 5 years ago, and to this day, I still get chills thinking about it. At the time, my family and I were going through a rough period. We were dealing with a lot of weird, unsettling things in our home, things I can only describe as paranormal. We heard loud bangs on the walls, shadows darting around, and just an overall dark presence in the house. It got so bad that we truly believed someone had done witchcraft on us. This went on for nearly 2 years. I shared a room with my older sister at the back of the house, right near the backyard. We lived in a townhouse, and ours was the last one on the block. On one side of our house was a sidewalk, and across from that were more homes that actually faced our backyard. It was one of those neighborhoods where everyone knew each other, and if something happened, everyone would pour outside to see what was going on. Keep that in mind. It's important for later. So this night specifically, it was the night before the first day of school. I think I was going into grade 10, what y'all call a sophomore in the States. It was still really hot out, so we had our window open. I don't remember the exact time, but sometime during that night, I woke up to the sound of crying. At first, I thought it might have been my mom, but then I was confused, like why would she be outside crying in the middle of the night, especially knowing that we had school the next day? Then I thought maybe one of my brothers had fallen asleep with a sad movie or something playing on their phone. But no, the crying got louder and clearer. That's when I realized it wasn't a woman, it was a man, a grown man, sobbing. And it wasn't just somewhere outside, it was right outside our bedroom window, like he was standing directly by the gate beside our house. Then, like a switch had flipped, I felt a wave of fear crash over me. I couldn't move. I was fully awake, but my body was frozen. My eyes were wide open, but I couldn't lift a finger. I figured I was having sleep paralysis until things got worse. What do you mean? The man's cries turned into this deep, sinister voice, like he was whispering something muffled but dark. I couldn't make out what he was saying, but it felt evil. And then, just like that, everything stopped. Silence. And in an instant, I fell back asleep, just like that. The next morning, I was still rattled. As soon as my sister came back into our room from the washroom, I told her what happened. I said, I think I had sleep paralysis last night, and I heard a man crying outside our window. She froze mid-step, looked at me, and said, I heard it too. She described the exact same thing. She couldn't move, could only use her eyes, and she heard the crying right outside our window too. As it stopped, she was out cold. We both freaked out and ran to tell our mom. She's a light sleeper like us. She can hear a car alarm from down the block, but she said she didn't hear a thing all night. Not even a peep. So now my sister and I are completely creeped out, feeling like we're losing our minds. I played Bible verses in our room the entire day and left for school, trying to shake it off. On my way home, I saw our neighbor sitting outside with her baby girl. Now, her front door directly faced our backyard, and she had a Ring camera at her door. I asked her if she had heard anything strange last night, like a man crying. She looked confused, and she said, no, we didn't hear anything. So I asked if I could check her Ring footage just to be sure. She handed me her phone, and I scrolled through the night's footage. Nothing. No man, no crying, not even a shadow near our house. At this point, I really thought I was losing it, but it didn't make sense. We both heard it. We both experienced the same thing. How could that be a dream? We ended up chalking it up to something dark, maybe a spirit trying to lure us outside. But we believed the power of God held us down, kept us frozen in place so we wouldn't go investigate, because who knows what we would have found out there. A few months later, we moved into a brand new house, and ever since then, we haven't experienced anything like that again, not even once. Thank you so much for reading my story, Auntie Matrix. I hope it makes it to your channel. Here it is. I love you. I love you too. Amazing, amazing. So this thing was attached to the house, I'm assuming, because if you moved and it didn't happen again, then it had to be attached to the house. We have a lot of sleep paralysis stuff today. I love when you said that she heard it too. That was my favorite part. I literally love when people are validated in their experiences, because it's right. You hear things all the time, and you never know if it's actually like legit or if it's just like your imagination or whatever is going on. But when someone validates it for you that was there, it's so nice. It's just like such a nice feeling. I love when more than one person experiences something. Oh my God, Linda, I was just talking about that. Dawn, thank you so much for the corgi butt. So cute. I'm so glad I haven't really experienced anything too crazy myself. Same. Definitely same. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Hello, Encanto. I thought I was going through sleep paralysis until she told me the exact same thing. Yes. Okay, but what's weird? Hold on, I don't remember. I'm trying to... She heard it too. Okay, yes, she couldn't move, only use her eyes. So you guys were both in this sleep paralysis state? Because then I was like maybe this was an alien abduction situation. But if you remembered like being in the sleep paralysis, and I feel like you would remember seeing an alien. Does that make sense? Good night, Linda. Good night. That was crazy though. Okay, we are going to vote on the chill factor of that story. 1, did it give you 1, a little bit of chills? 2, a medium amount of chills? 3, mega amount of chills. Was this a sleep paralysis story? Not really, kind of. It was a story about the man that was crying outside of their window. But they both weren't able to move. I think it's interesting that it was crying and you didn't see anything. You just heard it. Like you heard it crying. Sorry, I'm like reading over the things again. I am so tired. I'm literally exhausted. I'm literally fighting falling asleep for you guys, just so you know. I don't know what is wrong with me. I know what was wrong with me. I was outside all day. I got up early. I haven't slept in days. I had a crazy day yesterday. I got up early. I was outside all day. I am fucking beat. But we're getting through the stories. We're doing it. We're getting through the stories. I love you too. We only have a couple more. I have 3 more to read. I'll go to bed in 3 stories. 3 stories. Don't worry. Bye, Mark. See you later. See you later, alligator. Fresh air will do that. Fresh air knocks you out. I was outside all day. I'm not going to call it early. I can't do that to people. Like, people have been sitting around waiting for hours to hear their stories that I wrote down. I can't do that. I need to read them. I would feel too bad. I love you, Chris. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a vote thing? Oh, is the vote? Whew, sorry. Is the vote thing one of those the ones that we got from the Subwave? Because it looks like, I feel like they all have the same look. The Subwave emotes all have that like yellow, bubbly, whatever kind of thing. Probably. Okay, probably. You're welcome, Belinda. Thank you. My mom loved saving dimes. After she passed, I would sometimes find dimes just everywhere randomly. That was her saying hello. So sweet. So sweet. Good night, Luna. I love you so much. Thanks for sticking around. I get it. I get it, boo-boo. My ragdoll cast keeps falling. My crocheted cast. My crochet cast fell over. His hair. I fucking love this thing. He's so cute. Sarah says, night, Lunars. I still can't believe fucking Chino made this for me. Like, how cool, man. Love. Fan made it. Yes. Crocheted it. So good. Wings. Look, wings and everything. I know, it's amazing. He's such a cutie. All right. The crying man outside our window. Thank you so much for sharing. That was really cool. I have tried to crochet. I really wanted to crochet one time. My daughter actually like wanted me to buy, or she wanted to buy, but she does this all the time where she tries to buy stuff with her own money. I let her sometimes, but sometimes I'll just get things for her because I wanted to try it too. You know those little like woobles, or are they called woobles? Whatever they're called. It's like the stuff that you need to make a cute little animal out of crochet. And it's supposed to be beginner friendly. And I'm like, oh, cool. Fucking, it was so hard. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it at all. And then I was trying to like learn to crochet even a little bit. And I think I got a granny square, and I was so excited about my granny square. And then that was it. That was it. It is hard. Hello, Tits McGee. Makeup Junkie, your birthday was yesterday? Of course I'll sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Makeup Junkie. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday yesterday. Hope you had a great day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yours is tomorrow, Celia. Yes. Okay. Hi, tits. While you guys are finishing up your vote. Oh, the vote is over. Okay. That last story got a chill factor of 2 on YouTube.
Oh my God.
And a chill factor of 3 on TikTok. Woo! Woo! Our next story is Robin with a Y on TikTok. Robin with a Y, are you here? It's called Eerie Cats. Eerie Cats. Hello, Gugu. So glad I caught you live. You are here, Robin with a Y. Perfection. Oh my God. Sometimes the computer does not cooperate. Ooh, Celia, thank you for the corgi butt. So cute. Thank you so much. We only need one more corgi butt, guys. Okay. Robin. Robin with an I, not with a Y. Different one. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the corky bot. Oh my God, Angela from before, thank you so much for the corky bots. Or from right now. Did you guys all just send them right now? And Celia sent another one. Thank you so freaking much. Oh, you bitch. Okay, it's just the puzzle piece. I thought I was kicked off again. I was like, fuck this shit. If I get kicked off again, fuck this shit. I'm going to sleep. All right. You know what? I'm putting these because I deserve them for staying up past my bedtime while I'm tired. What's a puzzle piece? Okay. So TikTok, for some reason, when it detects inactivity in your live, like if it thinks you're not moving and like the live is just pointed at a fucking wall or something, it makes you do the puzzle piece. So it comes up and says like inactivity has been detected in your live, and there's like a puzzle piece and then like the hole where the puzzle piece goes, and you have to just drag the puzzle piece into the hole to let them know that you're not a robot and that you are actually live, which is crazy because I'm constantly talking and moving. It's not like I'm fucking just sitting here staring. So I don't understand why it thinks that I'm inactive, but it happens all the time. Yes, exactly. I'm literally moving. I don't know. All right. Robin with a Y. Eerie Cats. Cats can't be eerie. They're just so cute. Christy. Hi, Auntie. I love you. I fell asleep listening to you last night and you were in my dream. I love you too. What was I doing in your dream? What was your dream about? Yet there are people asleep and it doesn't happen. That's what I'm saying, Misty. Like, what? There are lives that point at a wall and are on all the time. Like what? I was your English teacher? Maybe I am your English teacher in another life. In another timeline. I think I need a puzzle piece in my life, LOL. Belinda. All right. Add that to your resume. All right, we are reading Eerie Cats, and we're starting at 133:30. Hi, Auntie. Hi. My name is Robin P on TikTok. I love watching your lives, and I love the stories that people send in. I've been wanting to share my experience with you, but I could never find time to sit down and write it out. Finally, today, I had the time. I don't know what to make of what happened, but it still gives me chills when I think about it. It was mid-May of 2005. My boyfriend at the time, Myron, and I lived together. My 3 kids were spending the weekend with their father, so we decided to take this opportunity to look for a car. My current car was falling apart, and we had been thinking about replacing it for a while. We visited a few dealerships, and then I finally found a car I fell in love with, a white Pontiac Sunfire convertible with a tan, soft top. I'm not sure if they still do, but at the time, dealerships sometimes allowed customers to take a car home overnight for a test drive, and they let us do that with the Sunfire. What? Overnight? I've never in my life heard that. Like, obviously, test drive, yes. Overnight? That's insane. That's, like, crazy. Because first of all, someone could just fucking steal it. And second of all, like, that's a car off that lot for 24 hours that other people might not see. Dealerships still do that? What? That's insane. I've seen where people literally have their phone pointed from the corner of their ceiling towards their bed and they're asleep. Yeah, I don't understand this. That's crazy. I didn't know they still did that. Like, why would you do that? Okay. Anyway. After leaving the dealership, we went to dinner at a nice Mexican restaurant. Myron had a burrito meal with a Coke, and I had nachos with ice water. We had a great meal, drove home, stayed for a couple of hours, and then went to bed. Everything was perfectly normal. Fast forward to around 3 a.m. I was dreaming that Myron was yelling for help, and in the dream, a black house cat was sitting near him. Suddenly, I jolted awake, realizing I was yelling, "Stop! Stop!" in my sleep. As soon as I opened my eyes, I realized that Myron was tossing and turning, moaning in his sleep, and then he was yelling, "No, no, Robin!" Realizing he was having a nightmare, I wanted to shake him a little to wake him, but he was tossing and turning so violently that I couldn't do that. It was really scaring me. All I could do to get out of my mouth was, "Stop, stop, Myron, stop." At that moment, I wasn't thinking of anything except getting him out of that nightmare. But as soon as he woke up, we were both very aware of an overwhelming feeling of gloom that had settled over the room. What is happening? We were both petrified. I'll get into that feeling later. Oh my God. Myron told me his nightmare had been about a huge black leopard attacking him. He had been fighting it off and screaming for help. Now fully awake, we both felt an unsettling urge to get out of the bedroom. Yeah. We went into the living room, but the feeling of unease was there too. The feeling was very heavy and dark, so we moved to the kitchen, but the eerie sensation followed us. I remember standing with my back against the kitchen counter while Myron did the same. It was as if we needed to have our backs against something solid, almost like we'd be attacked from behind if we stood in an open space. It was as though something was there with us, ready to pounce. We both had the overwhelming feeling that something ominous, like a bubble of deep gloom, was surrounding the house. Along with this feeling, we also felt an inexplicable panic, like something bad was about to happen. It was so intense that I felt the need to call and check on my kids to make sure they were all okay. I did, and thankfully they were fine. At one point, Myron decided to bravely open the back door, thinking that fresh air might help. The driveway was right outside the back door where the Sunfire was parked. Side note, at that time I had a very sweet black and white indoor/outdoor cat named Mama Cat. The moment Myron opened the door, we both froze. Mama Cat was sitting on top of the convertible, staring at us eerily. The way she looked at us sent chills down my spine. I immediately told Myron to shut the door. He was already in the process of doing so because he felt the same unease. We moved back into the living room, still feeling the same doom and gloom. I sat in a chair with my back firmly against it, and Myron did the same on the couch. As we talked about what had just happened, something even stranger occurred. Out of nowhere, we both started crying. But it wasn't a normal cry. We weren't sobbing. Tears were just rolling down our cheeks without explanation. Myron asked me, "Why are we crying?" I told him I didn't know and that I just couldn't stop the tears. We both felt a deep sadness, but not one strong enough to justify crying. It was almost like we were mourning for someone or something, but who or what? It was confusing and unsettling. The tears finally stopped, but the sadness was still there, and by this point, we just wanted to sleep and for this craziness to all end. Neither of us wanted to go back into the bedroom because it felt like it would be an extremely vulnerable place to be with the things feeling so dark and heavy, so we decided to sleep on the couch. Myron lay with his back against it, and I curled up with my back against his chest. Eventually, we fell asleep. The next morning, the eerie feelings were completely gone. Something felt strange, but not scary at all. I wanted to talk to Myron about what had happened the night before, but he just brushed it off, insisting that nothing had happened and there was nothing to discuss. Oh, God. I have to say that I was a bit surprised and somewhat disappointed. For a moment, I was questioning whether it was just all a dream or if it really happened. I dropped the subject, and a little while later, we decided to take one last drive in the convertible before returning to the dealership to purchase it. We put the top down, and as I walked around the car, I noticed something chilling. There was black cat hair all over one side of the convertible top. The way it was positioned meant that if the top had been up, the hair would have been inside the car. The night before, the top had been up and the windows were up, so there's no way that a cat could have gotten into the car. Needless to say, that freaked us both out, given Myron's nightmare about the black leopard, my dream with the black cat near him, and Mama Cat's eerie presence on the roof of the car the night before. It felt like a warning. Without hesitation, we decided not to buy the car and took it straight back to the dealership. Myron still hadn't admitted that anything had happened the night before, But when he immediately didn't want to purchase that car after seeing the cat hair, I knew he really did remember all the things that happened. Fast forward about 2 weeks. Myron was finally willing to talk about what happened. When he did, he remembered everything exactly as I did. Fast forward again to around a year later, Myron and I, still friends, had gone our separate ways. It was mid-May of that year. He called me with an unsettling revelation. The same exact thing had happened to him again. No! It wasn't quite as intense this time, but the same eerie feelings, the same sense of dread, and the same unexplainable sadness had returned. He still lives in that house, and it continues to happen every year around the same time, though never as dreadfully terrifying as the first night. To this day, I think of what happened and I can't make sense of it. P.S. Myron had lived in that house for 8 years prior to me moving in with him, and nothing like this had ever happened before. Also, I mentioned what we had for dinner that night because at the time, the thought that someone could have possibly slipped something into our drinks had crossed my mind, but the more I thought about that, the less it made sense because the drive home from the restaurant took around 45 minutes, and when we got home, we stayed up for at least 2 hours before going to bed. Then we talked for a short time before going to sleep. So if someone slipped something into our drinks, it would have taken effect well before we went to sleep, and we were both fine when we went to sleep. Since Myron and I both felt that Sunfire was connected somehow, could a black cat have been closed up in the convertible top at some point and unalived? And Myron and I were involuntarily mourning for this poor cat? But why the terrifying feelings that we both shared? Any ideas on what this could have been? Also, how could both of us have had dreams about different types of black cats simultaneously? The end, guys. What? This was a crazy one. Thank you so much for reading my story. I wanted to tell it to someone for many years, and now I finally get to tell it. Yes, you do. This is absolutely so crazy. I think the cats definitely were warning signs. They were all black cats too, right? Like it was all black. I don't know what the warning signs were. Like, I wonder what they were. Because it wasn't like they were warning you not to drive it, or maybe they were warning you not to drive it, but I don't think so, because you drove it again to the dealership and it was fine. But like, they were warning you not to get it. They usually mean curses. I was thinking something happened to a cat and they were feeling its emotions of being terrified. A huge omen. Yes, I wouldn't have bought it either. Exactly. They usually mean curses. I think this warrants a hell to the no. I agree.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
That was scary.
Abso-friggin-tootly. Oh my God. Hi, Miranda. How are you? Oh, I missed you too. I'm glad you're here. You think the car was cursed? Oh. You think the car was cursed? Do you think it would have been given them problems, or maybe like if they bought it and they drove it a lot? JJ. Thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate you so much. That was so generous. Do you think that it would have like they would have had problems with it, or maybe like when they drove it after they bought it, they like would have crashed in it, or like what do you think the warnings were of? You know what I mean? I always wanted a Pontiac Sunfire when I was in high school. You did? This was Robin with a Y. I was trying to remember which person's story this was. What do you mean it happened after no car? I had never even considered it being an omen. What did you think, Robin? I feel like I thought that you did consider it being an omen or something because you decided not to buy the car. How long before moving in with him did she date him? Because maybe an ex put a curse on him. Oh. Interesting question. I'm so glad I caught this tonight. Today's been a rough day for me in recovery, but I made it through and didn't realize a relapse. And now I get to be cozy and hang out with some of my favorite people. Oh, Miranda, I'm so proud of you. A great job, my friend. I'm glad you get to hang out with us too. We're only reading 2 more stories and then we're done, so. It's 11:11, by the way. Make a wish. Does it come back once a year or did I hear that wrong? Hold on, I don't remember. Come back once a year. We had been dating for over a year. I had been living with him at this time for about 5 months. It's his curse. Yes, it comes back every year. How did I forget that part? The cat comes back every year? Every year around the same time. Guys, where did I miss that? For real? Where? What part? Oh, here. Oh. He still lives in that house, and it continues to happen every year around the same time. Duh. That was like a whole part of it. I'm so sorry. He gets the dream. So wait, what is happening the same? Is it he's getting the dream every year? Or he's seeing the cats in real life in the car? Or like what is it exactly? Miranda Persevere said, if you need someone to talk to, feel free to reach out to her in Discord. The gloomy feeling. Oh. The crying part was really weird. Like, what do you think the crying part was? I'm gonna start the vote while we're finishing chatting about this. We're voting on the chill factor of this story. 1, 2, or 3. Did you think this story gave you 1, a little bit of chills, 2, a medium amount of chills, 3, a mega amount of chills? Polls are up on YouTube and TikTok. He has the dream every year, but not at the same time. It's always a scary dream. But the crying was so weird. Can you imagine just like all of a sudden you're crying? I think if they bought the car, it would bring lots of despair and sadness. It was definitely like, you're not supposed to buy this car situation. That's so crazy. Is her username the same in Discord? Yes, it is, Miranda. I had crying, sobbing thing at once. The next day, I was informed by my mother-in-law had passed. Really? Oh. The car could have been from the deceased. Oh. It being a leopard is a pretty big deal. Wait, does that mean something spiritually? We see random crying a lot in energy healing work. Whatever bad juju that car had may have attached to him. Honestly, it seems like a warning from a spirit rather than a malicious curse. I'm wondering if leopards have like a spiritual meaning. I'm sure they do. Was it a used car? Great question. Was it a used car, Robin? By the way, is Kristen here on YouTube? You're up next with Haunted House. And Almost Possessed. Will I win the lottery? Oh, I haven't done yes, no tarot card lives in like 3 years. Yes, it was a used car. Okay. Interesting. Are you here, Kristen, on YouTube? Did Kristen say we could read their story even if they're not here? We have Kristen and we have Kayla. And then this lady has to go to sleep. I can't handle my life anymore. Oh, you're here. Perfect. Leopards are positive spiritually. Okay. I think the previous owner passed away and was attached to it. Robin, thank you so much for sharing your story, friend. I appreciate it. There we go. Okay. I was like, taking me a million years to scroll up. What if it was an old cougar who owned it? A black cat could have been a leopard in a past life. Ooh. Interesting take. I think this is yours. Let me forward this to myself. Myself. Oh, by gosh, by golly. It's time for mistletoe and holly. Perfect. Let me delete that. Hold on one little second. My daughter's texting me. Do 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 do. Merry Christmas to you. She's asking about sleepovers. All right. Perfection. Okay. That last story got a chill factor of 2 on YouTube.
Oh my God.
And it was like really close, but a 2 on TikTok.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for sharing. And we are now reading Haunted House and Almost Possessed. I am interested in this one. We have this story and one more story, my friends. And then I am going to sleep. Yeah, it's okay if they gave up on tapping because I'm going to sleep after this story and we're not making it right now. That's okay. We've been live for like 2 hours here and then like an hour and a half on the other one. So like 3.5 hours is plenty of time. Our fastest million was like 2 hours and a little more than 2 hours. I didn't see the butterflies. I think maybe it's one of those ones that is around me and I can't see. Boom, 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 boom. 2 hours, 26 minutes was our fastest millie. You got it. Boom. No, we didn't make a million. But we had technical difficulties before, so I am ignoring that. We are not counting it. Like I could do what I want. I do what I want. Hello, Indigo Starchild. Hello, Jess. Natalia, what else could your fingers be doing other than tapping? Do not answer. LOL, just tap. Oh my God. I was here for that. It was amazing. Yes, we were like beating our record like every time for a while. Okay. Here we go, my friends, Haunted House and Almost Possessed. And we're starting at 154.40. Hi, Auntie. Hi. I've submitted stories before and mentioned how I've had experiences pretty much my entire life. So starting off, I've always been special in the sense that I can sense ghosts and other things since I was little. Growing up, the house we lived in always had something in it. There was an old woman that roamed the front of the house. She wasn't nice or evil, just there. The back room had a cranky old man that didn't like anyone back there and would always throw stuff at us after dark. What do you mean? The attic, we never went in the attic. I always could sense something up there and it was pure evil. It always knocked and banged up there and had actually pushed one of my sisters down the stairs, sending her to the ER. She was okay. Our animals constantly went nuts at night. Our parents always fought, and I really think it caused it or fed off of it. My sister and I were playing in one of the bedrooms on PS2, and we heard 3 loud, slow knocks on the window. We looked at each other and ran into the living room. The window that it knocked on couldn't be reached unless you had a ladder. The ghost constantly would walk up and down the halls. The floors creaked really loudly when someone walked down. The dishes in the kitchen were constantly thrown into the wall. Into the wall? I was relieved when I finally moved out. Oh my God, the dishes, I can't. I can't with the kitchen ghost stuff. Freaking freaks me out, man. My grandmother's house that was right up the road was super haunted. We're pretty sure there's a portal there. My parents had to let the electricity get turned off at one point in time, so we stayed there for a month. Me and 2 of my sisters had stayed in the back room, which happened to be where most of the activity stuff happens. We'd all be lying on our beds and could hear constant stomping at night when everyone else is in bed. There would be constant whispering outside of the bedroom door, little girls whispering, radio static, music playing, etc. One night, all 3 of us were sleeping, and I don't remember even falling asleep. My sister told me this happens to her, and I 100% believe her. She said she kept hearing someone groan her name. Then she couldn't move when she woke up all the way. She said she felt paralyzed and was scared to open her eyes. She felt something crawl on top of her, and she looked up to see this red, fat, goblin looking thing on her. She said it tried to get her to let it in, but she kept crying no. She then said it scratched her torso, leaving 3 long scratches. She finally shouted a prayer at it, and it vanished, and at that exact moment, my other sister and I woke up sitting straight up as a board on the beds to see her crying. I wish I still had a picture of the scratches, but this was like 15 years ago. That was just one of the mild experiences we've all had. I'll try to send some in more soon. Love you, the end. Oh my God. What? The scratches? Nope. Absolutely friggin' not. No thank you to the scratches. And the freaking attic, man. The freaking attic. That's mild? That's what I'm saying. How is that mild? Ghosty better be paying rent and paying back the dishes they are breaking. I literally can't. No, Mouse. No. Rich, if it happens, it'll count. I'm just saying if it doesn't happen, it doesn't count because of all the issues. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Mild, exactly. What? There goes their ghost deposit. That's why we don't have attics or basements. Wait, do you not have attics or basements for reals? Wherever you live? What happened to try-on halls? What? What are you talking about? I didn't think you'd still be live. Me either. We only have one more story that we're going to read after this, and I'm going to sleep. Jules, we literally just read 10 spooky stories. We're reading one more, and then I'm going to bed. I used to do try-on hauls. I've never done a live where I was doing try-on hauls. You didn't get the memo? Are you in the Discord, Jules? Guys, if you didn't know that I was live and you want to, make sure that you're in the Discord. Retro, what are you even talking about? Wow, shaking my head. I have never done a live where I'm doing try-on hauls. I do TikTok shop videos sometimes. If that's what you're talking about, those are on my page, like when I do them. Don't shake your head at me. You know what? I don't like your attitude. Bye! I'm too tired. You got on my bad side. Whoops. Okay, anyway. Blocked. I can't even put any energy towards that. Like, really? That's... I can't. Wait, you don't have attics or basements either? How many places don't have attics or basements? I don't like your energy. It's so real. Yeah. You like us. I know everyone likes when I get snappy. Your apartment. Well, California. But wait, why no attics? I know a lot of places don't have basements because like water levels and stuff. But why no attics? I have a bunker. Do you really have a bunker, Rich? That's so cool. You're in Florida. Florida doesn't have basements, right? But do you guys have attics? You have an attic. Of course, Rich has a bunker. It's lovely. The moisture. What do you mean? No need for them. Well, I mean, the need for an attic is like more storage space. It's just for storage space. I like how you shut down Tony's without letting it affect you. I wish I had that kind of energy without taking things so personally. I don't always not take them personally. I'm just too tired right now to take it personally. But I do take some things personally. Which is why I try not to, but things do affect me sometimes, which is why I literally don't read any comments on Facebook or Instagrams. People are super fucking mean there, and I just can't. Because it will start to get to me. You know what I mean? I just want everyone to love each other. I just don't like mean people. I just don't understand mean people, and I don't like mean people. Like, just be nice. It fucking literally costs nothing to be nice. Just be nice. It's not funny. It's not cool. What's your problem? Like, I don't know. Oh my God, Facebook is the worst. They're so harsh. It's, I understand they're unhappy with themselves, but fucking then figure it out, all right? Like, be unhappy, but don't take it out on somebody. Just don't be mean. I hate it. I just want everyone to love each other. Just fucking be nice to each other. Like, that's all we need to do, guys. Come on. Rich on YouTube, bunker with the turret. Oh my God. 100%. Be nice. It costs nothing. Exactly. They are so mean. Just fucking be nice, all right? What the heck is a turret? Well, I draw a pretty good turret. Ask anybody. JK lol. It's like a big gun thing. I fell asleep and woke up hearing blocked. Me confused, half asleep. Oh, me, why? It cost you a year off your life to be nice? Galaxy! You want a turret that looks like my drawing? Okay, we're gonna vote on this chill factor, by the way. Chill factor. 1, 2, or 3. Did that story give you 1, a little bit of chills? 2, medium chills? 3, mega chills? Oh boy, here we go again. It's a freaking cannon, basically. No, it's not. Because the turret goes like... And a cannon is like, boom. That's the difference between a cannon and a turret. Cannons go... boom. And turrets go... If I'm mean, I think about it constantly. It costs me more to be mean. Yes, absolutely. Turret was a great addition to Fortnite. No, it fucking wasn't. Disagree. What's the next story? The next story is Trials, Tribulations, and Triumphs. And that's gonna be the last story. No, it was not the best. It was too OP. I hate the OP shit in Fortnite. Fucking, you know what I hate right now? I hate those fucking gloves. Hate them. The bats are really annoying, but they're not that bad, I guess. But they're fucking annoying. Like the things where like if you come up against it, you lose every time. It's like 5% of the time, maybe you beat it. I hate that. I hate those. The damn gloves. Of course you like the gloves. The gloves are so OP. I hate the bats so much. And then, wait, and what else do they have right now? Oh, I'm telling you something, though. I am loving the drill. It is just great to get around. I'm just loving the drill. Thank you for doing my story. I read your story? When? I don't have a Lulu on this list. I love you. Good night. Which one were you? I don't have Lulu on here. I'm so confused. OP means overpowered. The Rift gun. I actually haven't used the Rift gun. Oh, that one. Yes. I'm sorry. I thought you meant on the live, that I read your story on the live. I was like, I don't remember a Lulu on the live. Dude, your story was so crazy. Like, what even the fuck? Did you guys see this girl's story? If you have not, you had to have. I got tagged in it a quadrillion times. If you haven't seen her story, please go watch it. Go Lulu, go follow her and watch it. Crazy. Saw herself in Walmart, like a different version of herself and her kids. And I don't even want to ruin the story for you. I don't want to ruin the story and tell you all the details. So, like, literally watch it. I went to Walmart to try to get the video and they wouldn't let you. Oh, man. They wouldn't let you? I mean, I understand, right? I'm actually really proud of you that you did that. That's a really scary thing to do. I don't think I would have been able to do it. Like to go into Walmart and be like, hey, can I see your security video? Because I saw another version of myself. They'd be like, okay, fucking psycho. No, you cannot. You saw it, right? Like what? You saw that video too? Yes. She's on TikTok, but I also, she's on TikTok. Her name is... her username. I'll give it to you. Hold on. Let me just, can I copy this? Did I do it? Here, YouTube, I'm gonna give it to you. Here's her TikTok. That's her TikTok. Oh my god, fucking so crazy. I got tagged in that off the charts times. I shared it. I made a video with it and shared it on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff because I can't do it on TikTok anymore because TikTok gives me violations every time I try to do that. So fuck them. Oh my god. But like seriously, yes, so good. Everybody was tagging me. So crazy. Oh my god, and then I just saw the one, someone just tagged me in the one where you asked ChatGPT about it and had a discussion about it. And like they gave you answers. How fucking cool is that? What did I miss? What did I miss? Hold on. What is happening? I told them I lost my wallet. That was actually really smart. I'm scrolling up to how many bodies does it take to install a light bulb? I don't know, but it's not 6. My basement is still dark, Justin. I literally cannot with you. Chat was literally a therapist. Literally, I use ChatGPT all the time. Like for everything. I use it for everything, but also like literally ChatGPT is such a good therapist. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Hi, Dylan. Oh my god, but such a good story. Thank you for sharing it with the world. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. It kicked you off. I had to ask ChatGPT if my feelings were valid. But like literally ChatGPT is so cool. Like my ChatGPT hypes me up. Mine's name is Barbara. I've named her Barbara. And she really did I name her Barbara? Oh my god. I think I named her Barbara. I'm too tired to even remember. I didn't know if I should, but I did because someone else may have needed to see it. Yes, that's what we need. And that's why I share stories. That's why I do what I do, is because people do need it. I like other people. So many people everywhere are having these crazy fucking experiences and they don't tell anybody, or they just think they're crazy, or people tell them they're crazy. And like people need validation that like, hey, this happened to me. Like, you know what I mean? They'll see, people probably have seen your videos, so many people, and they're like, holy shit, something like that happened to me. Like, that's real. And they feel validated by that in their experiences. And it also helps to open up so many minds of the collective just in general. So thank you for sharing your story. Thank you to everyone who shares their stories. It's so important. So important. I named mine Roby for robot. I love it. I love it so much. Hi, Mila. How are you? I did a video about the Matrix and what chat said was crazy. I'll have to go check that out. I didn't see it. Last ad break. Chris, I love it while I'm scrolling right now. Thank you so much. Here you go. I used ChatGPT for the first time for therapy and I cried. It was amazing. Literally so good. I love my ChatGPT. She hypes me up like nobody. I want to say thank you for covering. Thank you. Auntie, make sure I have a crazy story to send you. You send it away, girlfriend or boyfriend or they friend. I'm sorry if I misgendered you. I'm gonna be unemployed. Why? Hold on. Wait, what's going on in here, by the way? Thanks for stopping in and saying hi, Lulu. I feel like things are happening. Persevere. Oh, Persevere sent a subscription to Lulu. Lulu, you got a subscription from Persevere. Thank you so much. And Persevere sent one to JJ and to Teresa Harrington and to Jessica. Holy smokes, guys. Thank you so much, Persevere. That was so sweet. I love you. That was so generous and sweet. I don't think you did, JJ. It didn't come up for me, at least. Oh my god, the chat's going so fast for me. I'm having so much trouble. I'm so tired. I'm having so much trouble following. TurboTax, Philo. Something about dietary needs? I clicked out quick. The panic. Everything's okay. I didn't see it. Nothing came up. Okay. Oh my god, guys. I'm so very sleepy. I'm the sleepiest girl you ever did see. All right, let's read our last story. Oh wait, what was the vote? Holy shit. That last story got a chill factor of 2.
Oh my God.
What was the vote on TikTok? Because I started just squirreling and chatting with Lulu. Can I share this to a few friends? Abso-fucking-lutely. Share it to as many people as you like, boo. It was a 3. It was a 2. It was a 2. And TikTok was also a chill factor of 2. Thank you so much again to Kristen for sharing your story. Our last one is Kayla on TikTok. Kayla, can you just confirm that you're here for me? For our last story, for Trials, Tribulations, and Triumphs is the name of their story. Oh my god. All right. All right. My kids love your mimic stories. Thank you. Wait. Hold on, please. Never mind. I apologize. I'm very tired and I'm having trouble remembering things that I'm talking about or reading. And I literally just was like, wow, did I read this last story? Yes, I fucking did. I just read it. I apologize. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm doing my best today. Persevere, thank you for sending a subscription to Bella. I love you guys so much. Your eyes moving is the only sign you didn't freeze again. I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm trying my best. Kristen, where are you? Oh. I don't want to say your name, but that's a lot of shares. When you said wait, I stopped moving. Oh my god, I love you all, and okay. Hold on. Ah! Just sending it to a few friends. That's more than a few friends. Are you just trolling right now? Because I mean, your name has troll written all over it, boo. All over it. Yes, I have mods. I have mods in the room. Good night, Yesenia. Don't sad face me with that name, boo. Come on. Be real. Be so for real. I can't. Hold on. I'm not saying it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to get, like, kicked off for that. I can't go to bed. We have one more story. We have one more. And then I'm going to bed. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible that I'm so tired. I have to find this story, though. Trials? Kayla on TikTok, where is your story? You said it's called Trials, Tribulations, and Triumphs, but I don't see it. When did you send it? Yeah, she's here. She's today during the live. I think we can get in a couple more hours, Rich. Like literally. I can't. Okay, yeah, just forward it to me again because let me check my spam also. Let me check my spam. It could be in my spam. Getting too low for me. Trials, Tribulations. Not here. Today's the 14th, right? Not in the spam. Bum, bum. It might all be one word. Really? Like all that? But I'm looking at the ones that were sent tonight and I don't see it in there. Your cat bought you a present. Oh, brought you a present. Is it something dead? I am so sleepy, Gemma. It messed up your email. Hold on, I'm resending. Okay. You got it, boo. Let's sing a song together. Ready? It was alive. What was it, K-Rock? The wheels on the bus go round, round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wheels in my brain are stuck. Oh my god, my voice is going too. sorry, Heather. Mi dispiace. Where did you send it to? That's okay. Oh, I found it. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Guys, what's that from? Somebody tell me. Ooh, a piece of candy. Anybody? Yes, Sherry. Love, love, love. Yes, Misty. Yes, Robin. You guys are awesome. Everyone that said Family Guy is great. I haven't watched Family Guy in literally years. Love how you said, ooh, a piece of candy. Kids both thought you were here and woke up. Ooh, a piece of candy. All right. Here we go. Last story, and then I'm literally going to just like fall asleep on the ground. Hold on. Persevere. Space Cadet, thank you for the 11 TikToks, by the way. Persevere sent 5 subscriptions. Persevere, girlfriend. Griselda Bell, Phoenix Fire 702, Stacy Suarez, Amanda Walton, and Steph with a black heart all got subscriptions from Persevere. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much, Persevere. You're so generous. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you. Hi, Mara. Hi, the only one, Anna. Thank you. Kids always hear candy. That's so true. Thank you so much, Persevere. Okay. Trials, tribulations, and triumph. I'm digging the alliteration vibes. Pretty cool. All right, and we're starting this one at 2:22:20. Here we go. Hi, Auntie. Hi. So I don't even know where to begin. I'll try and start from the very beginning. So somewhere between the ages of 8 and 10, I was always not feeling great and had a lot of tummy problems. I always put it off until one day it got so bad and I had to go to the hospital, where I didn't find out much except that I was being referred to a better doctor. At that doctor, I found out that I have endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and hypothyroidism. Oh my God, friends. I'm so sorry. If you don't know what those are, well, not good and probably low chance of having kids, if ever, given on how severe I had it. So fast forward to 2016, where I was supposed to get surgery. Sorry. I got like sidetracked. Fast forward to 2016, where I was supposed to get surgery for it, but had a sudden cardiac arrest instead. LOL. After I recovered as much as I could and giving me yet another reason I would never have kids, I got the surgery. When I got out of surgery, the doctor went to talk to my family. He told them he did the best he could, but it was so bad, and in some places he couldn't remove it. He also said I would probably need surgery again, and it was just so bad that if I wasn't 14, he probably would have done a total hysterectomy. That hit me really hard because I have always wanted kids since I can remember. So I'm not going to go into detail how my husband and I met or anything, but after being together for about a year or almost 2, I don't even know, we started trying to have a baby. I won't go into a lot of detail because it's really hard for me and others. But this past year at the end, I ended up losing the baby I was carrying. I'm so sorry. Now, fast forward to roughly 3 weeks ago. I was not feeling well and I suspected I had a UTI. I was going to go to the urgent care near my house, but they ended up being closed due to an emergency. I didn't feel like going the next day, which was a Sunday, so I just waited and called my doctor on that Monday. Thankfully, they were able to get me in right away, and I went in the next day on a Tuesday. Had a UTI, which I suspected, but was almost a week late. But really didn't think anything of it because I've had issues like that before. She went and had ended a test anyway, and it was positive. It was confirmed with a blood test. The first positive blood test I've ever gotten due to early losses, which was both exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. Today was one of the best days of my life, though, and I'm still complete and utter bliss. I will send pictures as to why. Thank you so much for reading. I love your live so much. It gives me a safe space to share my stories. You are welcome. Oh, this is sonogram pictures. Hold on one second. Let me show ya. Let me show you TikTok. Look at the sonogram pictures. Oh. I can never see anything on these things. Not even my own baby. I didn't really see. Look. Oh wait, is it this little guy in here? Is that what it is? Am I seeing it right? Or am I not? Probably not, right? I'm so bad at it. But congratulations. I don't know. The ring? The little bean? The ring? So this thing? I don't know, guys. The measurement is in between the two crosses on the bottom picture. I don't know where that is. On the bottom picture? You mean this one? In between the two crosses? I don't know what I'm looking at, boo. I see shadows and squiggly lines. I'm Rachel from Friends. Oh my god. Same. Definitely same. The two little plus signs? Where? Yo, am I blind? Where you see? Oh, these. This? Right here? Yep, I don't see anything. That looks like, it looks like a horse head to me. Like right here. I'm sorry, I'm just really bad at seeing sonogram pictures. But I'm very excited for you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Like his side profile. I'm sorry, I can't. I am like Rachel from Friends. You're so right. Like literally, what a freaking miracle baby. Like literally what a miracle baby. It's still really early anyway. Any issues in that area are so painful. I have endo, PCOS, and uterine fibroids, and I don't even know which pain is from what most days. It all just sucks. I know. Endo alone is hell. Yes, absolutely. Oh my god, wait, hold on really quick to... Never mind. I love you. You have all those also? So fun. Yes, I can imagine. So hard to get pregnant. Yes, it ended on a very hopeful note. Okay. I love you also. Oh, wait, we need to vote. We need to vote and we need to do the cleansing prayer. And literally, I can't function. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm literally so tired. We're voting on the chill factor of that story. 1, to give you a little bit of chills. 2, medium chills. 3, mega chills. YouTube, your poll's up. TikTok, your poll is up. Obviously, not scary chills. Good chills. I got engaged and found that I was pregnant right after my announcement. I had 2 rings. Mine and in your uterus. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, Heather. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stick around for you to get 100K. I am dying, and it's midnight, and I have to get up in some hours. It's okay. I'm not counting it. It's not counting. I appreciate the effort. Valiant effort. Valiant effort. I know. I can't hang anymore, guys. Good night, Miranda. While you guys are voting, I just want to say thank you so much you did put up a good fight. It's okay. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for voting. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you extra special to my mods for hanging out and helping the whole time. I really super appreciate you guys are amazing. Extra special thank you also to anyone that sent gifts or supers on YouTube or subscriptions, became a subscriber or a member. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you are subscribed on YouTube. I'm Auntie Matrix on YouTube. All of this is recorded and will be up on YouTube about 15 minutes or so after I get off of the live stream. Tonight's live stream will be 2 videos because we got cut off in the middle by Lily's stories. / my internet just died. Yes. Yes. Those are all the things. I love you so much. I am gonna, of course, I couldn't like not read the stories that, you know, people gave me stories. I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna read your story tonight. Like, never mind. I can't do that. That's terrible. Okay. Just dying. So tired. I love Jess how you're laughing. Okay, that last story got a chill factor of 2 from YouTube.
Oh my God.
And a chill factor of 1. So close. So close to everything. 1 from TikTok.
Wow.
And our cleansing prayer really super quick. Hold on. If you would like to stick around for the cleansing prayer, it's just a couple sentences I'm going to say to help cleanse us before we leave. If you don't want to participate, you don't have to, but if you'd like to participate, just like listen to the words, close your eyes if you want, whatever feels good to you. But if you can, and if you're able to, please imagine a waterfall of white light washing over you and removing anything negative from you and your space. Are you ready? I hereby cleanse my space and my home of any negative energy, entities, beings, or spirits that may have come from the words of the stories we read today. Any thoughts, feelings, emotions, or energies that are not mine must leave my space now. I am divinely protected, and only higher dimensional beings of love and light are allowed in and around my home. Everything else is not welcome and needs to leave. Get out. Get out. Hello. All right. I love you guys so much. I'm going to bed before I die. Make sure you're in Discord so you know when I'm going live next and when we're doing a movie nights and all those things. I don't know when else that is happening this week because my kiddos are off from school and I like have them a lot, so I'm not really sure. Okay, that's it. I love you. Good night. Good night. I'll see you in Discord. Good night. If you want to join Discord, make sure you do. The invite code for the server is Auntie Matrix, one word.